What's up, YouTube? So, you know how they say the best things in life are free? Well, are they really? Let's talk about it. So, well, first of all, what are the best things in life? Uh, well, I was thinking the things that make life the most enjoyable, and I guess things that you need to live. So, starting off the list, we got food. Right, with food. Fuck, what is with food? Well, it's pretty darn expensive, is what it is with food. Food costs you money, and a lot. Like one meal at Wendy's is like $14 nowadays, I reckon. And then, well, produce. Produce is even worse. Produce you can spend like tons and tons and tons of money on. And even like trying to grow your own nowadays, or trying to start a garden, you still gotta pay money. Still gotta go to like wherever you're buying your stuff, some grocery store. Gotta grab your seed packets, spend money on soil and fertilizer and all that stuff. Or if you're really hardcore, spend a ton of money on agriculture, buy a massive plot of land, spend years planting it, growing it, spend thousands and thousands on machinery. Like food is incredibly expensive. So I'd say that unless you're stealing it, food isn't free. And due to the amount of money it takes to grow it and sell it and all that stuff, even if you are stealing it, still, it's costing somebody some money. So food, absolutely not free. Next on the list, water. Also not really free. Right, with water, technically it is free because you can just go down to like a river or whatever, or a lake, and grab some water and drink it. But the issue with that is that water is not clean at all, and it's like likely disease ridden and full of stuff that, shouldn't be in there. Animal piss, probably human piss, because, somebody's drunk guy's pissing in the river. So you can't really drink the free water. And obviously at your house, normal water costs like a ton of money as well. And running water, even more money. And bottled water, even more money. So really, water not free either. I mean, you can go and like get water from like water fountains out in public, which is technically free, but it's costing the city money, and as a result, costing you taxpayer money. So that's not really free either. So water, not free. Okay, next on the list, we got shelter. Basic living. So, shelter, absolutely not free. I don't know if you've seen the housing market lately, but it is absolutely ridiculous. Like, there ain't no way that most people are getting houses. And if you're an immigrant or like a refugee from Ukraine or anything, like, good luck finding shelter anywhere. And I mean, you can like build a lean-to or get a tent or whatever, but that still takes time and money and effort. In theory, you could like go out into the woods somewhere, start illegally chopping down trees, build yourself a wood cabin, but still, it takes money to get out there. It takes money to learn all the skills. So shelter, also not free. Okay, after shelter, we got family. So family, I'd argue, is kind of free. Like, when you're born, right, you got parents. And it doesn't cost you anything to get parents. Unless you're like an orphan, even then, you're still getting adopted, not like paying to get adopted. So no matter what, you kind of get a family to start off for free. But having a family of your own is a completely different matter, right? Like, having a child is a ridiculously costly thing, right? You got to go to the hospital, you got to pay the hospital tons of money, you got to pay money for MRIs every month, got to pay money, you got to clothes for the baby, clothes for the children. Like I have a figure here, it says the average price for raising a kid from birth to age 17 is $3,336. God damn it. Okay, let me do that again. The average cost to raise a child from birth to age 17 in Canada is 336,000 Canadian dollars. And that's to age 17. Like, generally, a kid's probably going to live a little bit longer because they still got to go through university And they want a car and car insurance and even more food, and it's going to go bigger and bigger and take up more space and want more stuff. And even to get a job, like, they're still going to cost you a ton of money. So having a family of your own, like, that stuff, and that's just for one child. 2 children, that's double. That's like nearly $700,000, which is absolutely insane. And you have even more children, that's even more. That's like 10,000. That's like almost $1 million spent on children. Now, it's probably worth it, but still, that's a lot to spend on a family. Okay? Next up, we got friends. So, friends, probably the cheapest thing on here. You can make a friend for free. Be doing this forever. Like, as a kid, you just go on the playground, walk up to some other kid, be like, hey, let's play. You know, if they were nice and you play together, you'd make a friend. Boom, free. Takes almost no effort, absolutely no money. Super easy. Even nowadays, it's still relatively easy to make friends as long as you're not like some social degenerate and who has no friends. Like me. But if you're not like me, then it's fairly easy. You just walk around, talk to people, make friends. Super easy. Super cheap. Now, you can choose to spend money with friends. Like, you can choose to spend money going places, to hang out, spend money buying them birthday presents and stuff, get them new stuff. Maybe they want, I don't know, hamburgers. You buy them burgers. They'll be like, yeah, I'll pay you back later. And they just never pay you back. They still like $15. That is cost, but that's optional cost. Like, you don't really have to spend any of that money to be friends with people. And you spend like the first 18 years of your life not really spending any money at all on friends. So, friends, relatively free. Okay, last, but certainly not least on the list, we got love and romance. So, love itself is free. To love someone is a free concept. It's something you can do. Like, if 2 people feel mutually interested in each other, right? That's not going to cost them any money. What is going to cost me money, though, is a romantic relationship. And the cost for that is, like, absolutely insane. Like, it's going to cost you very literally an arm and a leg and probably both of your kidneys to get a stupid wedding ring and another arm and another leg. And you're going to have to, like, steal somebody else's kidneys to buy an engagement ring. And you got to buy some place to live together. And you got to buy food and buy, like, present stuff for the other person. And all the other necessary living costs. And you want to drive places, and you want to spend money to go on dates. It's crazy expensive, unfathomable amounts of money just kind of down the drain. Now, of course, it's still probably worth it, but at the same time, romance, almost definitely not free. Love, free. Romance, not really. So in the end, most of the things that make our life worth living are stupid expensive, but they're still worth it. Like, I'd rather spend money every month on, water and food than starve to death or die of thirst. So, it's expensive, but ultimately worth it. See ya.